morning. How are you doing, Halife?
Good morning. I'm very good, and I'm was looking for the this meeting like 10 days.
I would love to know a little bit more about you, who you are, and also what you do. And for
Mhm.
the people who also don't know you yet, so if you could maybe introduce yourself briefly to just share a little bit about yourself, that would be nice.
Oh, okay. Firstly, thanks for having me, and I am Halife Tunç, and I'm 23 years old, and I am a university student, and also I am working as a Turkish translator in a company, and also I live in is Istanbul, for from Turkey, and also it's, as you can see, I, I am a person who stutter.
Thank you so much for sharing. I was actually in Istanbul. I think I mentioned to you previously. I was
Yes.
in Istanbul in 2000, I think it was 2013 summer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really beautiful. So it's a really
Yeah.
beautiful city. We really had
Mm-hmm.
a good time. But you actually study. You study in Istanbul, but you come from a different city, right?
Uh, I live in Istanbul, but I study in the, the different city.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And how did the stuttering impact your childhood? And what did you learn with those like experiences?
Yeah. Of course, it's stuttering uh, affected my childhood negatively because uh, the during my childhood, uh, bo- both my parents and my friends was not um, aware of stuttering, and uh, did not show respect my stuttering, and also they did they didn't know what stuttering is, and this hits me really hard psychologically, and I was very worried of speaking, and what I learned from these experiences is people really don't know what anyone else is going through, and so they can easily um, they can easily judge these people, so we shouldn't care too much what people think about us, and about um, our stuttering.
Actually, I
Mhm,
have two follow-up questions that come to my mind
mhm,
by listening to you. One question is, so you said your family and friends, they didn't know what is actually stuttering. So at
mhm.
some point, did you try to actually explain to them? Did they get to know? Did they understand by through you? or the conversation about what is stuttering never came to be there in the talks. And another question that I have, so you mentioned they didn't really respect the stuttering, your like the challenges that you have to go through because of stuttering. What does that mean? Were they making jokes about it? Or like how did you feel that in a practical way?
Firstly, in my childhood, uh, I I cannot explain what stuttering means because I don't know what it means. Yeah, you know, I have a problem with speaking, and I don't know what it means. So one year ago, I had a speech therapy, and I learned that stuttering is a speech disorder, and I have some in information about stuttering, and I have say to my family, and this is a problem. This um, makes my life very hard, and I have some techniques, speech techniques that allow me to speak with very effortless. So thanks to these therapy techniques and therapy, and my family's awareness of stuttering improve, and so right now they know that I have stuttering, and this is not my problem, that I have did something. So yes, this progress was really hard for me, because I have learned what's stuttering awareness, and what's stuttering, and I have improved myself about it, and I have told my parents, my environment. So the next question is, yes, they l- v- in my childhood, my friends uh, laughed at me when I was speaking. So every time when I was trying to speak, they did didn't show my stuttering respect. So yeah, this is very hard, and now I am very comfortable with my stuttering right now.
Yeah, it can be quite challenging as a kid because you don't know how to really explain what you're going through. Some moments probably were quite hard
Yeah.
to go through. And I wanted to touch on the subject of as a university student.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what has been your experience in the classroom?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think universities and like schools could do to better accommodate the needs of like students who have eye speech disorder?
Well, as a university student, it's really hard to be here in the classroom. Um, as a person who stutter, it's really hard because awareness of stuttering in general is so limited that an individual when an individual with stuttering um want to say something, there may be some individuals who act as if they have seen an a lion. Yeah, this is kind of um a little bit embarrassing for people who stuttering. When you say something, everyone looks at you, and you think that am I wrong it's me or not? But most of my classmates and my tutors respect my stuttering, and expect me to speak. So in universities, these people, like people who stutter, or people who have some the different disorders, uh, I think they should talk about their disabilities. They should disclose their disorders, so that they can overcome the, these disadvantages. So and people most of people don't know how to act, um uh yeah, h- how to act, how am I going to say, how am I going to act. Yeah, I think universities should have a speech language therapist in terms of speech these disorders. So this will be great help for people who stutters. But most of university in Turkey don't have any speech language ther- therapist. And additionally, with awareness activities, like social clubs, stuttering will more visible. It'll be more visible in universities. So these people, uh, people who stutters feel feel more comfortable about stuttering.
You just mentioned speech therapies, right? The
Mhm.
universities, they could maybe offer the support to the
Mhm.
students. But you also mentioned before that you did also speech therapy as a kid.
Mhm.
So I have the feeling that speech therapy played a major role for you, right? It really
Mhm.
helped you. So how did it help you?
Um, like I was uh 15 or 16 when I got therapy. So it was really helpful for me. So I have learned some speech techniques, but I cannot use them correctly. So it's really helpful, and I have learned that um, speaking is not my fault. Um, stuttering is not my fault, and yeah, I I I am I am a stuttering, and I am aware of this, and these backwards and advantages. So it is very helpful, but I would like to be more feel fluent, be, because I have no problem with my stuttering. I can speak very easily about my stuttering. I am not afraid of stuttering, and I I I I cannot hide my stuttering, but I would like to be more fluent. Yeah.
You were very young, 23, to already be so self-confident and have come to terms kind of thing with like, yeah, I stutter. I wish I was more fluent, but I stutter and that's fine. Many people who like stutter don't are not there yet. They still haven't come to terms with it. They still struggle with like going through this journey. So
Mhm.
as a young adult, what would be like the advice that you would give to also other people who go through similar experiences?
Mhm.
Then I will have another question as a last question later, but I will just focus on that one for now.
Yeah. Sure. I would like to tell them not to be too worried about stuttering, uh, be- be- because stuttering is not something to hide or upset, be upset about. On the contrary, uh, awareness of stuttering be improved and made more vis vi- 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 visible. And if we should try to hide our stuttering, its severity and frequency will increase. So freely speak and freely stutter.
That's a great advice. Thank you, Alif. And for you, what were the biggest challenges and about like stuttering for you, and how did you handle them? Like, how did you learn how to handle them?
I think that my biggest challenge is perhaps not to be more fil fluent. So I have come a long way in terms of my stuttering awareness. Thanks to my ther ther therapy, I have overcome the fear of stuttering, and I do not hide my stuttering, but I want to more fluent uh, as in anyone who has stuttering. And yeah, this is my biggest challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it is a challenge, but it seems like you're doing pretty well. So that is great. That is really great. And are you involved anyhow with the with the stuttering community in Turkey?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have our organization in Turkey, stuttering or organization. In Turkish Kekemeler Derneği, and every week on Sunday we have a meeting in Istanbul. So when we meet people, we share our experiences, thoughts and feelings about stuttering. And yeah, this is very non-threatening and environment for people who stutter. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And for those who don't know, if you see a post on like Stuttering Society translated to Turkish, it's done
Mhm.
by Halif, who is very kind
Thank you
to
so much.
to translate the posts from English to Turkish. So I am
Mhm.
very, very grateful. Thank you so much, Halif, for doing that.
Welcome.
A curiosity that I have, do you have any plans to maybe like to any projects about stuttering that you would like to do in the future? I don't know how is like stuttering scene in Turkey, uh,
Mhm.
but because I think you mentioned once that it's not something that is really well known. So do you have any personal projects in the future that you would like to maybe talk more about it, or maybe advocate more via social media, or maybe any other means?
Yes, I have a project in my class. I have an um outgoing project. I have looked into the term resilience of people who stutter. I have wrote a literature review, and an I have a presentation of this year. I think this year, and I want to improve awareness of stuttering in my university. So the other project is that I want to use my techniques correctly. Uh, yeah, these are my project right now.
That's super. That's amazing. Keep going,
Thank you.
Halife. I mean, you're doing a great job, and it's really nice to. I think it's a great topic to know more about resilience in people who like stutter, because
Mhm.
it does require a great deal of being strong and resilient to keep going.
Yeah.
Not let our like stutter to paralyze us, or to not
Mhm.
accept that, okay, because I stutter, I cannot be what I really want to be in life, or I cannot do this, or I cannot do that. So it does require resilience to keep going, to keep believing in yourself, and to keep striving to get there. Halife, I don't want to take too much all of your time. It's Saturday. Most likely you want to enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, no problem. It's really good to see you. Also see you. Thanks for everything.
It's really, really nice to see you too. And thank you for taking time to share your story, your strength and courage. So thank you so much. And best of luck with your studies. Are you finishing when? When are you supposed to finish?
I I'm going to finish like 1 year after to 2000 to 25.
Okay, so it's not that long, like just
Yeah.
1 year and something. So
Uh-huh.
best of luck with that, and we will be
Thank you
in
so
touch.
much.
So thank you so much. Have a
Bye
great
bye.
day. Bye.
Thank you so much.